Now, in 5 minutes from now, we're going to put the Chanakya numbers out. We're really quick today. Poonam Mahajan, good evening and welcome. Member of Parliament of the BJP. GVL Narasimha Rao, BJP spokesperson, joins us. Clyde Castro is still with us, NCP spokesperson. First, I'd like to go across to Yashwant Deshmukh to explain, get his overall sense of the numbers. Yashwant does an interesting tracking poll. So he tracks the numbers over a period of time. So, I find that interesting. He can then tell us how this result has panned out and whether there have been any significant changes in the pattern over the last couple of months. Yashwant.
First, the biggest thing that I feel that has been the highlight of this particular election is that all of us were expecting that this will go a typically five-way fight in everywhere in Maharashtra. But Maharashtra has not really voted today as a one single unit. It has more or less voted like 6 different states as far as their regional trends are concerned.
Okay.
So we can see from the trend very clearly that it has become kind of bipolar between Congress and the BJP in Vidarbha, Marathwada and North Maharashtra. It has become kind of bipolar between NCP and BJP in Western Maharashtra. It has become a bipolar between Shiv Sena and BJP in Konkan. And it is only in the region of the Greater Mumbai that has gone up absolutely 5-way kind of thing, where 4 parties are kind of voting between 20 to 25% and one party between 7 to 10% kind of scene. So on the whole face of it, it looks like a 5-cornered contest, but actually on the regional basis, I'm sure that this will be very interesting to all the experts over there. It has become bipolar in 5 out of the 6 regions.
Very interesting pointer there by Yashwant, which explains a lot out there. Mr. Kulkarni, is this on expected lines? Because we've been talking about the BJP virtually making its debut in
what it means is that the second position differs in all the 5 regions.
Yeah.
But the first position is the BJP.
Yeah.
Correct. Everywhere.
And part
Everywhere, including in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Even in Mumbai, BJP is certainly going to be number 1.
Yeah.
And all this will add up to a figure that will come close to majority, or it may even cross the halfway mark.
Yeah. So it was an interesting gamble.
I must point out here, Arnab.
Shiv Sena is the number 1 in Mumbai.
Yes.
Yeah.
This poll shows that Shiv Sena is number 1 with 25 seats in Greater Mumbai region.
Yeah, but the Shiv Sena has had, Mumbai has been a pocket of strength for the Shiv Sena, so I don't think there is anything significantly
particularly during elections, that Marathi speaking versus Gujarati speaking, that type of split happened, and I think that consolidated the Marathi vote, and that vote went to Shiv Sena. I think that has benefited Shiv Sena a lot as far as Mumbai is concerned.
Yeah, but a danger for the Shiv Sena will be, if I'm reading those numbers of the regions correctly, then the danger for the Shiv Sena is going to be that it becomes largely a Mumbai-based party. The largest pocket of strength of the Shiv Sena, almost half of it, Mumbai and Konkan. Right?
Mumbai, Thane, Konkan belt, where there are about 70 seats. That is the base, and that has always been the base and foundation of the Shiv Sena, which they have been able to retain, which you can say.
MNS is the same.
Yeah. But nevertheless, when Shiv Sena was formed, or even later, Mumbai never had 51% even of Marathi population. They were always less than 51%.
Yeah.
At one point, they were only 46%. Now I think they are much less than 35%.
Let's get a few reactions.
And Yashwant's one point is correct. And in each place, there are different kind of 2-way contests and not 5-way contests.
Yeah.
In Mumbai, primarily it was BJP and Sena.
Yeah.
In Western Maharashtra, it was primarily between Congress and BJP or NCP and BJP. In Marathwada, same, because all these regions have different agricultural pattern and different political pattern influenced by agricultural and economic patterns. So they are not same. They are not 5-way contests in all areas.
Yeah, Arvind Sawant of the Shiv Sena joining us right now. Poonam Mahajan is with us. Poonam, to you first. Mr. Sawant, good evening. Poonam, to you first. You've seen the overall numbers. There's not much of a difference between the Nielsen poll and the Times Now C-Voter poll. Overall, is this broadly what you would have expected? And when you see the detail of Mumbai, because you're a Mumbai member of Parliament, are you disappointed because the Shiv Sena seems to have a distinct edge in Mumbai, whereas you have an edge everywhere else in the state?
No, first of all, what I've heard from the discussion, BJP shows as a single largest party because there is always what they have spoken about Marathwada. It's BJP versus Congress. It's BJP versus NCP in Western Maharashtra, in North and Paschim and Purva Vidarbha. It's BJP versus Congress.
That's right.
And in Mumbai, when the discussion comes, it comes to a 5-cornered fight. But I don't see that happening in Mumbai. Today I was all around my constituency in Mumbai. I could not see many tables of Congress people coming out, voters having that kind of enthusiasm for Congress. I saw the enthusiasm of voters to go for a clear mandate for BJP.
Okay. So you disagree with the assessment
So I am not sad
the
at all. We know that we
on
will.
Mumbai?
Yes,
Yashwant?
no, I do not disagree with Sea Voter. What Sea Voter is trying to show, it's quite close to our assessment, what we are planning and what we have seen, that we are actually forming the government with clear single majority.
Right. Let's take a broader question to Arvind Sawant. Mr. Sawant, good evening. I hope you can hear me. Has this gamble really failed?
Good evening.
It's really failed, hasn't it, Mr. Sawant, except in Mumbai? All across the rest of Maharashtra, from the numbers which are out here, the gamble to fight with the BJP and break away doesn't seem to have worked for the Shiva Sena. All the polls are, it's not just one poll, all the polls so far are showing the same trend.
You will get the surprising results, Arnavji. Let us wait till 19. Why to make so many predictions like this? We are optimistic. We knew that we are going to emerge in a large number and more than 3 digit. We will also go to up to 3 digit. It doesn't mean that whatever you are showing. Somebody said about North Maharashtra, I am rather surprised. It is not that five-way corner fight in Nashik. It will be Shiv Sena. Shiv Sena will emerge in North Maharashtra as the leading party over there. Shiv Sena will emerge as the largest party in Mumbai, Konkan region. As far as Marathwada is concerned, we will go a little bit higher than BJP. Maybe in Vidarbha, we will be a little bit lagging over there. But whatever exit polls are coming, I'll tell you one moment. In the last parliament election also, anybody has said that the Shiv Sena will win so many seats? Nobody was ready to go even for a 2
You were in an alliance, sir. Have you forgotten? You were in an alliance. No, one second. You were in an alliance at that point of time, and this time you are not in an alliance. So when you were with that alliance, 1 minute. So when you were with the alliance, you were taking advantage of the anti-incumbency factor. This time that anti-incumbency factor
we were not taking advantage.
You.
Let it be very clear from us, sir. Let it be very clear from my side. Even when we were in alliance, you were predicting we will not cross even 10 to 12 when we were in alliance. Are you predicting more than 12? Nobody has predicted more than 12 seats to Shiva Sena. We went to 18. In fact, we went to 19. We must one seat by a very low margin. Don't think that. And we don't believe in these exit polls, opinion polls.
No, I'm sure you don't.
Let us wait till 19.
I'm sure you don't. For our viewers, in 2 minutes, in 2 minutes, Mr. Castro, would you like to respond to this? You know, the entire anti-incumbency vote goes to the BJP. Very clear trend out here. Party is going to form the government if these exit polls are right. In 2 minutes, we'll get the Chanakya numbers as well, so we can get a broad sense. Would you concede that you underestimated the impact of the Modi wave and the impact of the Modi wave continuing into a state election?
Arnav, this is Sanjay Tatkare.
Yeah, Mr. Tatkare, sorry.
In any case, while I respect your exit polls, but as Arvind Sawant said, let us wait till the 19th, and we feel we are very much in the race in all the regions. If you see, we have our workers everywhere in all districts. If you see the Jilla Parishad, if you see the Panchayat Samitis, we are ruling there. So I don't see the reason why we should be out of the race in any region except Mumbai, where we have limited presence, and still we hope to pick up about 3-4 seats in Mumbai as well.
So Mr. Tatkare, would this question goes to you and to Poonam Mahajan. Ms. Mahajan, you think any possibility of because those numbers are, you either tie up with the MNS if these numbers are correct, or you tie up with the NCP. And there is also the politics of the Rajya Sabha at play here, because the BJP can always do with a little extra help in Parliament, but the NCP can help it in the Rajya Sabha. So I know you have been vociferously against the NCP, but politics is about the impossible, right?
No, not that impossible, which always not connects with your thought process, with your ideology. So that's more important for us.
No, so the NCP is out. Any coordination with the NCP out, Mr. Tattare? Any coordination with the NCP out of the question?
See,
I thought Mr. Gadkari had a very good equation with Mr. Pawar, and there was talk about all those angles coming up.
Be that may be, Mr. Pawar enjoys excellent relationships across the board. So that is not the reason. The reason is our ideology. In 1999, when the chance was there to form a government with BJP and Shiv Sena, we still went ahead with the Congress. 2004 we went with the Congress, 2009 with the Congress. So secularism is what we believe in, and we should thrive.
Okay, so you both ruled the option out. I hold you to that. Let's go back to the panel, please. Figures are on your screen. I have the Chanakya numbers for Haryana. The Chanakya numbers for Haryana, I think, are just coming in, and I'm just going to put it out right now. Let's get all the panelists in. First of all, reactions to this. Do you think it's a fluid situation, more fluid than the panelists here are wanting us to believe? What do you think, Mr. Rao?
About Maharashtra or about Haryana?
How about Maharashtra?
I think, as Arvind Sawant said, let us wait till the final result. But considering that this exit poll is right, then definitely BJP, without anybody's help, without any outsider's help, with his allies, BJP will form the government, and Shiva Sena will be the chief opposition party.
So I wasn't aware of that. The graphic is already on your screen. Oh. Haryana 52, only on the top part of the screen I've been told. 52 is the number that's being projected by Chanakya for, and let's go to the other panelists, please. We'll come back. 52 the number being projected here for the BJP and Haryana. Absolute sweep here. I think this is going to be the biggest swing if this is indeed the case. But Chanakya has got a history of getting things right. This is up to, that's a 34%, 32% swing for the BJP being projected here by Chanakya in Haryana. Jay?
This is exactly the number of assembly segments the BJP led in the 2014 Lok Sabha poll in Haryana. 52 assembly segments with a similar identical vote share, 34.8% of the vote. Sort of held on to its vote share, held on to its number of seats, but more importantly, the BJP strategy in Haryana of taking defectors from all parties, about 16 or 17 of them, given tickets almost all in rural Haryana, seems to be paying off if this is right.
So let's get Yashwant in on that. Yashwant, till 3 p.m. far more conservative on Haryana. 37 is the number that he gave. So according to Yashwant's estimate, the BJP needs to work hard to form the government. According to Chanakya, they've more than formed the government. Yashwant.
Arnab, I am always a conservative pollster as far as projection of the seats is concerned. You know that, and it sometimes works for me. Sometimes it doesn't work for me. Chanakya certainly does a good job in picking up the number on the higher side. Sometimes it works for them because they projected it bang on target in Lok Sabha. But you remember in assembly election in Gujarat, they projected almost about 150 for Narendra Modi. We projected 116 and he landed at 115. So what I'm trying to say, opinion pollsters' job is to pick up the winner. And I think all the polls have picked up the winner here is the BJP. They have picked up the loser, that is the Congress. They have also picked up the runner-up, that is the regional party in between.
Right. Okay. Let's. By the way, I don't have the Chanakya number for Maharashtra yet. I'm going to get an update on when I get that. I don't have it yet with me. After that, we can put the full poll of polls out. Let's look at the bigger picture. So we've got broadly the numbers. Nirja, let me get you back into the debate. We've got the broad numbers here with us on Haryana. The only part which is moving a little aside from the overall trend is that Chanakya is projecting a big sweep for the BJP in Haryana. Either which way, the broad trend is very clear. The BJP is achieving the vote share, achieving the number, achieving its target of forming the government, is likely to have 2 more governments in its kitty, including the big state of Maharashtra. Impact on national politics. Nirja.
I think it is going to have huge impact on national politics because the BJP now is virtually going to be on the rampage with all the state elections coming, and what I call the Jodi number 1 of Indian politics. Their strategy, Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. Narendra Modi making those grand macro sweeps, reaching out to people, and Amit Shah going for the booth level nitty-gritty planning.
Micro planning. Let's go to the Mumbai panel. They'll come to the Delhi panel in a bit. So this is going to be a huge confidence booster.
It is virtually a tectonic transformation of Indian politics even, because Maharashtra is geographically situated exactly in the middle. It is not a northern state, it is not a southern state, it is not even exactly a western state or an eastern state. And therefore, the impact in Maharashtra, whatever happens, is going to further influence across the north, south and east and west. And Maharashtra's politics is particularly more important because it is a commercial capital. So what happens in the commercial capital and as well as Bollywood, cricket and stock market is definitely going to influence the politics across, and therefore it is a tectonic transformation that has taken place or that will take place on 19th.
So but the other thing is why I say it's a confidence booster is because the BJP had not made any inroads in Haryana till date. The best performance was in 1987. They got 16 seats in alliance with the INLD. Now you have a situation where with no established leader, and let's get the full panel on the screen please, with no established leader in Haryana, you go ahead and you are obviously going to form the government out here. They risk going it alone. The parties, therefore, the overall approach of the party will now be, we go for Mission Impossible, which was seen to be Mission Impossible long time. No, one second. A lot of our panelists in Mumbai want to come into it. Aarti, Navika, Hartosh, Sabha, yes, over to you. Good to have you on the screen back. Thank you.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. One at a time, please, however.
Arnab, I think the process that we saw begin with the Lok Sabha elections is now gaining momentum. And that is the BJP is replacing the Congress as the single dominant national party of Indian politics.
That's right.
That's the really big change that is happening. The BJP is now the main pole and everybody else will be, sort of moving around it. And this process is going to strengthen. These two election results will be a huge boost for the BJP. And for Narendra Modi in particular.
One at a time.
Arnab, for Haryana, there are two important facts that the BJP is looking at. One, of course, is the Dalit votes, how they voted. That's an area, that's a vote bank that the BJP is looking to have swung towards itself. And apart from the Dalit vote, it is the Dera Sacha Chauda, which actually supported the BJP. In fact, the reports that we are getting from Haryana is that by about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in this morning, the entire support base of Dera Sacha Chauda was out there voting for the BJP. That's the kind of assurance that's coming. That's Haryana. But clearly, the impact of these two state elections on the BJP will be a faster moving government in New Delhi. You'll see the big cabinet reshuffle taking place in less than a month from now. And of course, the reforms push that Narendra Modi is looking at is going to go full steam.
So I know there are a lot of you holding your hands up. Let's go on the full screen so I can see all of you. One minute. Can I just have everyone 1 second? The Haryana seat numbers have been shown. Let's put that graphic out and let's just get our guests for a quick reaction, please, because we are now looking at the national picture. Hartosh, over to you, please. I'm coming to you, please. I can't see you from here. Hartosh.
I think at least on Haryana, let's not jump the gun. The BJP is the single largest party. I still would not bet with certainty that the government will be formed by the BJP. So a lot of things still remain to be said before the 19th as far as Haryana is concerned. The numbers are close. I think Navika is right that the Dera had a huge impact on these elections. But Haryana always has a certain tradition of government formation, and I don't think it's going to be different this time.
Yes,
and that could affect the impact of these elections very much so.
Yashwant, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Let me get Sabha in first because I think you've all been waiting for a while.
I think to pick up from one point that Navika made, what would be very, everybody keeps talking about Haryana, the domination of Jats who found 22% of the vote. The Dalits also formed 22% of the vote. Now, if this has indeed happened, this is a very, very important thing for the BJP because in the Lok Sabha election in UP, they got a section of the Dalit vote which did not come to them in the assembly by-election. Now in Haryana, if they're doing so well, this is a very, very big thing that the Sangh Parivar, everybody has been wanting for. They made statements about reservation. This would be a big thing for them in Haryana.
Arnab,
yes, Yashwant.
I just want, just to support the arguments what other panelists are saying, till 3 o'clock, the data which I had got, I was looking at the trend of the Dalit votes. In the last election, where the BJP used to get only 4 or 5 out of every 100 Dalit votes in Haryana, this particular election till 3 o'clock, they had polled almost 45 out of 100 in Dalit votes in Haryana.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's a huge number.
That's huge.
That's a huge number.
I think something socially for us to focus on.
Yeah, it is certainly for us. See, we are putting the focus on Haryana. For our viewers joining us, we are going to put up the grids on Maharashtra also, because the entire picture on Maharashtra is also quite clear. The focus is on Haryana, but the numbers on Maharashtra will be on your top and bottom bands in just a minute. My limited point on this is that GVL Narasimha Rao, the biggest criticism against the BJP was that you have not nurtured any state level leaders. Now, let's look at Haryana. You have Captain Abhimanyu. He's the tallest BJP leader in the state, but he has not been projected as the chief ministerial candidate. Modi does some 11-12 rallies. And Amit Shah does some 27-28 rallies. So while one argument will be you are over focusing on Modi and Amit Shah, but they seem to be the winning combination. I mean, when they are in form, you don't really need a big state level leader. The other parties can go complaining for kingdom come, but the fact is it's working, and what works Yeah. Mr. Rao.
Let me say something as an analyst in my own right, and I think it'll provoke a lot of comments on your panel.
Yeah.
I think this country in the last 3.5 decades has not seen a leader of the stature of Mr. Modi, and Mr. Modi is turning the electoral history on its head. And if you go back to the early 80s, towards the last elections of Indira Gandhi, I think that was the time she started losing the grip, and there was a political vacuum at the national level, and a lot of leadership at the state level became prominent because national leadership had almost sort of vacated that space. And now with Mr. Modi back at the national stage, winning a full mandate for himself and the party, and being popular from all across the country, and going strong 4 months into his governance, I think you are seeing Mr. Modi rewriting the electoral history of the country. I think, therefore, don't see this election in isolation. This is some kind of a electoral shake-up that is happening in this country.
Yeah, but how long can it last?
This is the way it will be.
No, how long can it last? Is it a sustainable strategy? So you are basically saying we don't need any state level leaders.
Absolutely, it is sustainable.
We've got Amit Shah. I think we've got Modi. That's enough.
No. Can I?
So that's basically your argument.
There will be state level leaders.
Okay, Vinod Mehta. Vinod Mehta.
I think you should make a distinction between Mr. Modi's rule and the BJP rule. This is a personal victory for Mr. Modi. It's not a victory so much for the BJP as a party. And it strengthens.
Amit Shah. Amit Shah all the way.
He's our leader.
One minute. One minute. BJP and Modi are
Mr. Modi is our leader.
1 minute. I'm not saying he's not your leader. He is your leader, but he's his own man, and he may not follow what the BJP wants him to do. He's going to do his own thing.
He's running the BJP, Mr. Mehta. He's very much running the BJP. Amit Shah, the BJP president, is his own man.
The BJP is not running him. The BJP is not running him.
There is no BJP without Modi anymore.
That's it. So
You're getting very viewers now. The BJP has transformed.
No, one second. Mr. Mehta again. Mr. Mehta.
Like there was no Congress party without Indira Gandhi, there is no BJP without Narendra Modi today.
Yeah.
That's what has happened.
One minute. You see, Mr. Mehta is like. Mr. Mehta is like that West Indian. One second, please. Mr. Mehta is like that West Indian bowler Malcolm Marshall, who those who remember the Prudential World Cup, who are old enough to remember that, will remember that once he
got the most wickets.
No. Once
he got the most wickets.
No, he got the first wicket. He was not the fastest. Holding was faster. The question is once you did the bouncer and somebody ducked, the second time you're doing the bouncer again because you like to throw that cat among the pigeons, Mr. Mehta. You're being very naughty there. You know you would have provoked the debate. You know more than anyone else there is Modi equals the BJP, BJP equals Modi is a known fact. My question was, between Amit Shah and Modi, they do some 40 rallies in Haryana. They make a question, Yashwant, of a local level leadership redundant. All those people who keep saying no local level leadership, I mean, they can keep complaining. If you win without a local level leadership.
That is fine. But there is a difference, Arnab. There is a difference, Arnab. Let's also face the fact that 15 years and 10 years of incumbency, they always produce some kind of default victory.
That's the point.
I mean, I am not taking away the credit of Mr. Amit Shah. I'm not taking away the credit of Mr. Narendra Modi. But let's also face the fact that this is not the Indira Gandhi kind of leadership where only leader was important and there was no cadre on the grassroots. This is a different kind of algorithm altogether, where Mr. Modi's popularity is duly supplemented by the cadre of the RSS and the BJP on the ground to mobilize the vote. And also to add the fact that when I mentioned that Maharashtra is voting like 6 different states, let's not forget that Maharashtra also has very big regional leaders as far as the BJP is concerned, be it the Munde family in Marathwada, be it Nitin Gadkari and Fadnavis in Vidarbha, so on and so off. So basically Maharashtra or Haryana might not be having a pan-state leadership as far as the BJP is concerned, but their regional leadership was strong enough. They had a good mobilizing cadre as far as the RSS and BJP is concerned, and they were able to tap the popularity of Modi. That much of thing what can be said.
I just want to add one point. Look, in Madhya Pradesh, you got a strong leadership in Mr. Chauhan. You got Vasu in Rajasthan. You have Sushil Modi in Bihar. Amit Shah and Modi are going to the states where they haven't won. Please understand that. Once they've got into those states, those leaders will be developed. So every single state where BJP does not hold, it's the Shah-Modi combination which is going to make them win. And that's the strategy. What's wrong with that?
I'm not sure whether leaders will be developed.
Oh God, Modi will run Maharashtra from
you see.
What rubbish is that, yeah? What rubbish is that? Will he run Maharashtra from Delhi?
Well, I think it's
come on, how many states
can he run? Like Devendra Fadnavis, who is
we should
virtually nobody outside.
It may be, one second, it may be, I'm taking, one second, I'm taking a short break, I'm coming to come back on it may be part of the strategy of Mr. Modi and Amit Shah to nurture and develop younger leaders. So you have probably a Devendra Fadnavis, you have an Abhimanyu, leaders who are in their 40s, who will be developed, and therefore the regional satraps will not be Modi's vintage. They may be 15, 20 years younger. Absolutely. If that is the case, I mean, are you looking for, like Smriti Irani at the cabinet level, you develop a number of younger leaders at the state level and then they become part of the group that takes the BJP ahead. Just, if you see the overall strategy
Advani,
there,
Arnab,
it fits.
Somebody like Advani has been grooming this entire second set of leadership within the BJP.
Modi is going to now
if it was not for Advani, then all these star cast of the BJP wouldn't have been in place. They have a mechanism of grooming up the second line of leadership.
Okay, let me quickly take that question to Poonam Mahajan, please. Poonam, this question being asked again and again, what happens to the state level leaderships? Why does a Modi run BJP not nurture them? Vinod Mehta says they won't be nurtured because the party depends on Mr. Modi.
No, they will be nurtured.
No, Mr. Mehta has more information about the party than us. But most importantly, the Prime Minister is part of BJP. He is a Karyakarta of BJP and he is Prime Minister of our country. So when he's campaigning in states and he's talking about the credibility of his government, credibility of other state governments and credibility of Bharatiya Janata Party when they form the government, what's wrong in that? There is an acceptability by people. People are accepting the leader, people are accepting the party, and that's why these numbers are showing.
Yeah. Mr. Tattare?
And there are younger leadership, as you have answered the same question.
Mr. Tattare, what do you think? Do you feel threatened by this trend?
Yes. No, absolutely not. We will wait till the 19th and we are very sure that we are going to give a surprising picture, because what trends we are getting in our headquarters, we are very sure that we'll come out with good numbers.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Tattare, Poonam Mahajan, I'm going to come back to you in just a while. I thank you for joining me. To our guests from Maharashtra, I thank them very much. When I come back, we are going to have a direct versus on Haryana. We are going to have Mr. Chautala and Mr. Abhimanyu taking each other on. That's going to be high part. Stay tuned for that. Back in a couple of minutes.